Hello everybody, it's the Butter Apple here with another Simpsons hit and run modding tutorial. And today, by request, we're going to be making custom characters. Now, as you can see, I have a lot of stuff on my desktop. I've been busy working on some stuff, as you can see, multiplayer, road rage multiplayer footage. I've been working for some multiplayer stuff, but haven't gotten around to uploading it. And I guess life and school just caught up with me, and that got in the way. So now we're back. I think the last tutorial I made was about 3 weeks ago, roughly around there. Anyways, I hope to make some more soon, like another mission tutorial. And yeah, let's get right into it. And I'm gonna start slowing down in my mods because, well, in my teaching because, well, it might be a bit hard to follow along. So, what we want to do first is in the Simpsons hit and run, open up art, characters, and then Homer. This is just so we can have like a reference size for the character. Just so we know how big he is. So just export model XML, save, back out of that, back out of that. We already have a Homer in here that we can use to import the model. So I'll just copy and paste that right now. And I'll call him custom car. Wait, cust car, which means custom character. So now we open up Blender. So now it's open. So I'm just gonna hit B and delete all this. So if you guys know me, you guys should have prior experience before going here because I don't want to teach every single little function. And this is also a problem. My computer's been running a bit slower than lately, so this is going to be a bit slower than it usually is. But I'm going to go to hit import and Homer h.xml. So if you didn't see that, file, import, lucas.p3d, no, Lucas pure 3D editor model.xml. You have to have that already added in as add-on. I will not show that how to do it because it's just it's not that hard. And now I'm gonna get a model of something else that I want. So let me just look around here. Whoops. I'm gonna go .obg because I actually want to rig the model for you guys. As you guys can see, I've been doing this for a while now, and I know somewhat of what I'm doing. Alright, here. Wait, no, that's not what I want. So now we're back, and now I can actually zoom in. So that'll make it easier. So, first things first, we're gonna go over here to, where is it? Here, vertex groups. You can expand it if you like, but it doesn't matter. And over here, you could just get rid of that stuff because you don't need it. So, first things first, we're gonna make a vertex group and call it pelvis. Beautiful. And now, I'm gonna hit B to select all, and I'm gonna select the area that I think will be the pelvis. Maybe some more areas over here. Like right there. You want to get it as good as you think you can possibly get it. Actually, I'm just going to grab this whole entire thing. There. And now, after you've gotten what you wanted, you hit Assign. And then make sure you deselect and select again to make sure it worked. So now select it. So we're going to scroll down a bit. And I'm actually going to go into here and see the skeleton just so I can have a reference. Like next can be hip, then knee, ankle, ball. So hip is going to be this area. So hip L, hip left. So I'm going to deselect that now. My right. Okay, and make this hip underscore L. Hip underscore L. Does it have to be a capital L? Yes, it does. Assign, deselect, select. Now it's time for the knee. So the knee sort of goes all the way down to near the ankle place. And hit new, knee underscore L. So deselect, assign. Now it's time for the ankle. Deselect, make a new one. Call it ankle underscore L, and then assign. So deselect, select, select, deselect, deselect. We'll select it, and then ball. This is going to be called ball underscore L. And this is basically the entire process. You just gotta do this. Oh wait, assign. Okay, select that. Make sure I'm gonna make sure the entire thing is selected. Okay, so that looks good. So now we're all gonna go into the right side, and I will speed this process up so you don't have to go through the entire thing again. So now that the legs are done, I'm gonna move on to the top parts. This is gonna be the spine. So if we go into here, you can see there's two spines. There's spine 1 and there's spine 2. So this is sort of like, you just gotta make a guesstimate for some of these. So spine 1 is gonna go to about up here. So I'm gonna grab all this and I'm gonna have it somewhat like up to there, like that, somewhat, yeah. That looks pretty good. So I'm gonna deselect the pelvis. I'm just gonna call this one spine underscore 1 and assign it. But then but now this one's gonna be a little bit more tricky because, well, I want to grab the actual right places. What did I hit? Assign? Yeah, I did hit assign. Make sure you always hit assign. It's very important that you hit assign. There have been many times when I haven't hit assign and it just falls apart, and it's quite sad. Well, it doesn't really fall apart, but nobody likes restarting. And you want to make sure that like these things are somewhat proportional. So I'm gonna redo the spinal thing too, just because I can. So assign that, deselect it, select it, and I'm gonna regrab the stuff. Now, your first character may not look the best. My first character was pretty buggy. If you guys don't know, I was one of the first people, if not the first persons that aren't a part of Donut Team, to make a custom character, which is pretty cool. And even though I was the first one to do it, mine was pretty ugly, to say the least. There. So that should be good. I'm going to deselect that spine, and I'm going to call this one spine underscore 2. Selected. So now it's time for the neck. Neck is like the neck area. Is that not a vertex? Oh. Oh, I see. I understand now. Wait, I'm just going to assign all of those to this. Okay, so now it's time for the neck. Now, the head apparently is just whole another object, so I have to go back. So I have to go into this way doing it. So I'm going to speed up this process too, as, it's kind of boring to watch. Okay, so now that the head and neck are done, it's time for the arms. So I'm gonna go over here and check my reference. Shoulder, elbow, wrist. Now these four you can if you want, but I'm not gonna do. I don't think it really matters that much if you do it, so I'm not gonna do them. And if you're wondering what they are, they're just like fingers and thumbs and stuff. Some of you may think they're important, but truthfully, it doesn't affect how it works in game, aside from making it maybe look a little bit more animated. So just like that. So shoulder underscore L. Sign next should be elbow, if I am not mistaken. Elbow and then wrist. So as you see, after wrist is middle, so wrist is going to be the entire hand. So yeah, make sure I've assigned that. Okay, so this should be good enough for the elbow. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect, especially on your first one. As you get a little bit more experience, you'll be able to do this like a master. Now, I'm not saying I can do it like a master. I just do as best I can. Rest underscore L, assign, deselect. Beautiful, lovely. So now, we gotta do the exact same thing on this side. You can also turn on both of them to see what you've missed. Shoulder underscore R, assign. And I feel like I may have missed one over here. Wait, nope. Nope, actually that looks good. Okay, so deselect, 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 select. So now elbow. Once again, you want to try your best to make it as good as it can look. But of course, you know, I'm not a perfect either, so it doesn't have to be exactly on the dot. So assign, deselect, wrist underscore L, R, assign. Beautiful. So now, if we are able to deselect it, select, 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 select. I'm just making sure that all these are good. Select, 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 select. Okay, nothing's missing. Doesn't look like it. And the head should be fine. If we go into edit mode, we deselect that. Select the head, select the neck. All that looks good. So now we export this as Lucas Pure 3D, whatever, XML. And then I'm just going to call it Cust Car, since that's what we codenamed it before. So now, let's go. Okay, that was just my reference for opening it up. Custom character. Tools. I'm going to rename the character Cust Car. I'm going to import the skin. And pray for no error. And we are good. Look at that. Beautiful. We got no errors, which is actually kind of interesting because I usually get at least one error when I'm doing it. So I'm glad that I did it perfectly right. And there's only one texture, which is sad. In this model, that there's has been originally one texture at least. So let me just get a texture for it real quick. Char modding pack. Where is it? There it is. Okay, crewman textures. Nothing in here. Come on, it has models. Anyways, let's just use this texture. It doesn't. I'm gonna. Actually, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna go look for the texture. I'll be right back. Anyways, here's the texture. It took me a little while to find it. So I'm just gonna go like this. I'm just gonna rename this to crewman after I find the crewman texture. And then rename this crewman. And then here we go. So the textures are kind of wonky because there's no face texture. I don't know why that happened, but it can still be used. So let's save it. Okay, cars, custom car. Now I'm gonna check for a reference. So for not multiplayer, I'll record that in a little bit or later on. So this week for my Halo mod, no, not Halo mod, Halo pack, custom files to make sure that I'm not missing anything for the characters. But see, I've made a bunch of custom characters. I don't think I'm missing anything. I don't know why it's asking me to open it up, but whatever. No. This mod I've been showcasing on the Discord. If you would like to see it, you can see me there. So I have to add this to the rewards file, like right under here, I guess. Or let's replace this guy with custom character. Or where is it? Where should it be? Oh well, let's see if it worked though. Anyways, in the meantime, so I will see you once I get in game. So here we are in game. Oh, as you can see, the textures are working now. I feel like before they weren't, but now I'm gonna go to the Quickie Mart and see if it's there or if it worked. Here you go. Okay, so I guess we have to replace the name of this to custom car. Oh, I understand the problem now. There is no animation file. As you can see, retry. Well, I don't know why I didn't see that. Oh, I see. I only put CH. So custom car. That'll have to do. And no, I guess it doesn't need animations. Now, as you can see, there is one problem. The animations are wonky. See, this is because we have not set up the stuff yet. So I'm going to save it just so we don't have to go back here and do it again. So level 1, M1, level 1, M1. Yeah, let's save it. Save it, save it, save it. Saves this exfil. Let's go. Okay, so now let's get out and we're going to polish off the rest of it. So now that we know it works in game, we have to actually do the skeleton for it. So I'm going to close that because I don't even know why that's open. And here's cuss.ch. And we're going to right click on this, edit in a new window. I'm going to flash it over here and hit right click, skeleton join. So now, see, this is why it isn't working. So now, I'm going to flash this over here or smash it over there, put it over there, and go over to skeleton. So now, here's where we get to move some stuff. So, character root. Really, this all we really need to do is just move everything upward, sort of. So I'm gonna start at spine 2, I'm just gonna move stuff up. So Y, I think it should be Y. No. Okay, this one then. Certainly. 4. Yes, okay. So I'm gonna put that to 1. It's a bit too much. 0.5. Too little. 0.4. Okay, that's going down. I forgot about that. 0.7. A little bit too high. 0.6. And that there is pretty darn decent. But now, I forgot I have to add the spine up, so I'm just gonna... Well, I'll move that down as I go. So this one I still have to move up too. And unfortunately, it's gonna move everything else up with it, so... Yeah, so I'm gonna skip this until I am all done, or at least close to done, and so you guys can go do this for yourself now. Anyways, as you could see, this looks pretty well good. So let's test out in game. Tutorial, launch, resume, and let's see how it looks. So as you can see, there is some tweaking that can be done, but for the record, it does not look that bad. And it looks properly when it sits down. So anyway, guys, that was a rough tutorial on how to create a custom character. I may end up redoing it in the future if you guys think that this one was too skippy. Just just for the record, or for reference, I am doing this off of memory. I've only done it a couple times, and yeah. By the next time I do it, or I'm asked to do it, I'm gonna make sure that I actually know where everything is, all the references. I'll make sure I have a plan ready for it. And yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do in the next tutorial, probably a mission tutorial, maybe something different. I have shown a lot of stuff. But yeah, that's all for now, and I guess I will see all you guys in the next video. Bye!